Hi everyone, I'm Kathy from Kathy's Vegan Kitchen. Welcome back. I hope you're enjoying the recipes. Hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more recipes like these. Today we're making a quick and easy recipe for red pepper pasta, and it's roasted red peppers. And in the blog post, I show you different ways to roast a fresh red pepper, or you can buy the roasted red peppers that are in water. You don't want the ones that are in oil. And they're just like the roasted red peppers you do on the grill or on the stove, just a quick and easy shortcut. So we're going to start with a pan, and you want to make sure that you have sides on the pan. It's a deep pan because a lot of ingredients go in here. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with the usual. We're going to start with 2 cloves of garlic. And I didn't chop everything real small because everything's going to end up going in a blender to make the red pepper sauce. We also have a half of an onion, white or yellow. We have 1 shallot. And we're going to cook this for a little bit until those become translucent before we add the other ingredients. Now, in this recipe, there's an option to add extra vegetables and things, which I'm going to do today. But if you just want to do the red pepper sauce with the pasta, it's delicious all on its own, but I like to add extra veggies. So after I make the sauce, I'm going to saute up these mushrooms, and I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to cook frozen vegetables that are going in the pasta. You put them in the pasta water the last couple minutes, and you don't have to waste the pan. So we're going to spin this around a little bit. If for some reason your vegetables stick in the bottom of the pan, you can add a little water or vegetable broth. This is a really good pan, so we don't have that problem. And once these start to turn translucent, which they are, we're going to add 1 carrot cut up and 1 cup of roasted red peppers. And I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of vegetable broth. And we're going to bring that to a boil. And what we're going to do is we're going to cook all of this down until the fluid and all the moisture from the vegetables pretty much goes away. And I have a reserved 1/2 cup of vegetable broth we're going to add to it right at the end before we blend it up. So let's cook this. For about 15 minutes, you want to cook it down so it's all soft and ready to go to make the sauce. As you can see, it is cooked down. The onions are caramelized, and there isn't any liquid left in the pan. That's what you want to happen. Okay, now it's hot, so you need to be careful whenever you work with hot into a blender. We're going to put the ingredients into the blender together. And you want to scrape them all out of there and get all that good stuff in there. And I'm going to rinse this pan out real quick because I'm going to use it for the mushrooms. Let me just get it wet for a minute here. You don't want to dirty another pan if you don't have to. Okay, you have the ingredients from the cooked roasted red peppers, 1/2 cup of vegetable broth. Now, as you can see, our water is boiling for our pasta. I have 8 ounces of whole wheat pasta. This takes 7 to 9 minutes to cook. You just want to cook your pasta depending on what the bag says. So if my recipe says 7 to 9 minutes and your pasta is bigger and it takes 12 to 13 minutes, make sure you cook it all the way. You want to make sure you put salt in the water. Somebody got chopped on that Chopped show the other night because they didn't put any salt in their pasta water. Little trick. Okay, so we're going to put the pasta in. Takes 7 to 9 minutes to cook. Alexa, set a timer for 7 to 9 minutes.
1 hour and 19 minutes.
No. Alexa, set a timer for 8 minutes.
Second timer, 8 minutes, starting now.
Okay, and while the pasta cooks, we're going to make the sauce. So, actually, let me grab this pan first so I can start these mushrooms. So as I said, I want to add mushrooms to my recipe just because I love mushrooms. We're just going to saute up. This is 8 ounces of portobello mushrooms that I cut up. And we're just going to saute them, which should take just about as much time as it does for us to do everything else. And we have a half a cup of frozen peas here. And my intention with those is to cook them, but to do it very quickly. If you do it the last like 2 minutes in the hot water with the noodles and you just drain it all together, you save yourself a pan. So a little bonus. All right, so we're going to put this sauce on here. And it would be nice. Did I plug it in?
Right on.
And I'm going to take my little plunger in here and plunger all about just to make sure there's no chunks in there. Takes literally minutes. Wait until you smell it pop. Or I should say, wait until you taste it. Okay. It smells delicious. Okay, so we're going to saute these up. We're going to cook this pasta, and we'll come back and put it all together. Okay, the pasta has 3 more minutes. I'm going to take out a 1/4 cup of pasta water that I'm going to reserve to use to add back in. And then I'm going to cook these peas really quick. I'm throwing the frozen peas right in with the pasta, and I'm going to cook it for 3 more minutes, and then I'm going to drain it. Okay, the pasta's done. And the peas are in there too, so I'm going to go and drain those and add them back right into the pan. There's a colander in here. You want to shake it, get rid of excess water, and you can throw it right back in the pan. And, Paul, can you get a little close up in there? See the peas and the pasta. Then I'm going to add the sauteed mushrooms, because I love mushrooms. And you can add any veggies you want. You could add zucchini, eggplant, tomatoes, anything you'd like. Okay, so in the recipe, it calls for 1 tablespoon of fresh thyme and 1 tablespoon of fresh oregano leaves. Couldn't find them. So I have dried, and it's half. When you use dried herbs, you want to use half. So I have half a tablespoon of thyme and half a tablespoon of oregano. I want to add this pasta water back in. And then we're going to add the red pepper sauce. And it's still hot from being cooked, but once it hits those noodles and everything, it gets hot again. So you don't have to reheat it. Now, if for some reason you want to make this ahead of time, you can do so and just put it in a saucepan, and you reheat it. That's all you do. Okay. Now you're going to stir it all together. Oh, it smells so good. And then we're going to serve it. Let's see if I can serve it without getting stuff on the side of the bowl for once in my life. My mom's going to love this. It's right up her alley. Nope, I didn't. I screwed it up again. See, look, I can never, ever not have a clean bowl. Okay, now I'm going to sprinkle this with some vegan Parmesan cheese and a little parsley. And Paul likes fresh black pepper on everything, so we're going to give him a little bit of that. And here we are, red pepper pasta, roasted. I'll try a piece. Oh, it's so good, super rich. I hope you enjoy the recipe, and we'll see you next time.